Chakshuram Shri Guruve Nama Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Madhusudnaya Bapujiti Namine Namaste Madhusudnaya Bhaktipad Priyayate Durlabha Krishna Bhakti Ati Saralakarine. Hare Krishna. Today we are reading 3.12 and over here on the screen. In 3.12, Krishna is saying from yesterday. In 3.11, yesterday Krishna was saying, the demigods being pleased by the sacrifices will also please you. And thus, by cooperation between men and demigods, prosperity will reign all. In 3.12, Krishna is saying, in charge of the various necessities of life, the demigods, being satisfied by the performance of yajna, will supply all necessities to you. But he who enjoys such gifts without offering them to the demigods in return is certainly a thief. So, over here, Krishna is talking about how all of the necessities of life that the demigods can give. We are seeing so many people going everywhere from door to door to some Baba, to some demigod. Whoever fulfills their wishes, that's where they go. So Krishna is already saying that over here, that they are all in charge of the necessities of life. You need air, the Vayu Devta is there. You need water, rain, Indra Devta is there. Right? Agni Devta is there, fire. Whatever necessity, money, right? Luxury, Aishwarya, knowledge, wisdom, protection, whatever you need in the necessity of life, the demigods will provide to us. And being satisfied by yajna. So it is like, how can we please the demigods? So the Vedas, the Purans, all of them are written for that, to describe that how the demigods will be pleased. There are processes. That you do this, you do that, you fast for these many days, you perform this yajna, or you give this much sacrifice or this much donation to cows, or feed the cows this much, or feed this one this much, or you give to the brahmanas, right? All of that is described. And so that's why when you hear people, when they're having troubles, they say, oh, I'm going and just for the next 5 Fridays, I have to go and do this activity. Right? Or for the next 10 Mondays, I need to do this. So that is all a sacrifice. Now, yajna is not just the havan that we do. It's also an offering or something we are giving up for 10 weeks or 12 weeks, or if we are doing some charity, right? All of that is yajna, by which we can please the demigods, that, hey, demigod, I am doing this so that I can please you. And in return, what will they do? They will give us what we want. Right? They will give us what we want. That is the meaning of the yajna. That it is a sacrifice. So, when we are performing such sacrifices, we get what we want. But then Krishna says that he who enjoys these gifts without offering them to the demigods in return is certainly a thief. What does that mean? That is also important. Because if everyone is a thief, then society cannot be happy. If I am stealing, you are stealing, everybody is just stealing, we'll keep stealing from each other, then we will just end up killing each other. But the whole reason, right? The whole reason for this to happen is because that we are offering something in return, like a business transaction. If we get all of the necessities of life and we do not offer anything to the giver, to who is giving us, even in today, when we go to work or when we go for our job, we have to work so many number of hours in order for us to get a salary. Without offering our time, our intelligence, right, our physical labor to our employer, we do not even get a salary. So we have to perform work, we have to perform our job to please our manager, to please the owner of the company, so that they will give us money in return from which we can buy anything that we need for our family and take care of them. When we are trying to please even a person who's a supervisor or the owner of a company just so that we can get a little bit more money, then what about giving to the demigods who are giving us everything over here today? But remember, over here, this is written. But if we offer to Krishna, that supreme personality of Godhead, then we don't have to go and offer to every single demigod. But hey, Vayu Devta, please accept this. Agni Devta, please accept this. Lakshmi Mata, please accept this. Whatever we get, right, and whatever we are doing, if we do it for Krishna, and all the demigods also become pleased. Because just like when you have a tree, you don't go and water every leaf, every branch of the tree. You water the roots of the tree by the trunk, and the whole tree gets the water. Similarly, when you say the word fruits, all of the fruits are included in there. Versus if you say banana, strawberry, apple, blueberry, blackberry, any of these fruits. So if you were to take the names of all the fruits, it will be such a long list. So you would just say, okay, just I will take whatever fruits are there. But when you say the word fruits, all of the fruits, whether we mention them or we didn't mention them, are included. So similarly, when we offer to Krishna, when we chant Krishna's name, when we offer bhoga to Krishna, then all of the demigods become satisfied with that. Because they know, because they also are trying to please Krishna. They are waiting, the demigods are waiting for a moment where, for the time where they can become human beings and sit and chant Krishna's name, perform sacrifices for Krishna, try to please Krishna, develop that love for Krishna. The demigods also are waiting for that opportunity. That's why when the Bhagavad Katha was going about to start by Sukdev Goswami Maharaj, the demigods came. They had received the Amrit Kalash with Amrit in it, where one can become immortal. And they said, Sukdev Maharaj, please take this Amrit, which we gained after such a hard fight against the demons. Krishna had to come down himself as Mohini Roop in order to protect the Amrit and for the demigods to receive them. That Amrit, the demigods were offering in return for Krishna Katha. And what did Sukdev Goswami Maharaj tell them? He told them, you want a diamond for pieces of glass. You are giving me pieces of glass. This Amrit is pieces of glass in front of Krishna Katha. So that's how eager the demigods also are to listen about Krishna Leela, about the pastimes of Krishna, about the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. And we have received this invaluable opportunity to hear the pastimes, the glories of that Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. through the Bhagavad Gita, through the Bhagavatam. Krishna is saying that he is the supreme personality of Godhead. Everywhere he is saying that I am the supreme personality of Godhead. Lord Brahma is saying, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Lord Brahma is saying that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He's the primeval Lord. But since the beginning, there's no beginning and end for Krishna. That Krishna is the only primeval Lord, topmost. Lord Shiva is saying that I am constantly meditating on the lotus feet of Radha Krishna and their beautiful pastimes. All the demigods are saying that Krishna is God. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Ma Durga, Ma Kali, Ma Saraswati, Ma Chamundi, all of them are worshipping Krishna. Ganesh Devta is worshipping Nrsimha Dev, of the expansion of Krishna. Everyone is saying Krishna is God. Lord Brahma is saying, Shiva is saying, Ma Durga is saying, all the demigods are saying. But we say, no, that cannot be true. Krishna is not God. Krishna is not God. He is another God, but he is not only God. We say Krishna bhi Bhagwan hai, not that Krishna he Bhagwan hai. Because in this Maya, we are all, in this Kali Yuga, we are being influenced that who can fulfill our desires, that's where we will go. And whoever can fulfill our desires, they are God for us. These days, even the owner of a shop says that customer is our God. He's calling even a regular human being God because a customer is giving him money. So today, whoever can fulfill our needs, they are God for us. Whoever can fulfill our wants without doing anything, they are God for us. But enjoying without offering to Krishna. Remember, when we offer bhog to Krishna, at that time, not only are the demigods pleased, but all of our ancestors and forefathers also are receiving that Mahaprasad. Because when we offer to Krishna, Krishna eats, he is satisfied through him. All of our ancestors, that they say Pitras, they also receive that and they become pleased. They also receive that food, that bhog that we are offering, because Krishna is eating, so he becomes satisfied. And through that, all of our ancestors also are receiving that. When we offer to Krishna, we're offering to that Supreme Personality of Godhead, who once satisfied will satisfy everyone. Just like one day when Durvasa Muni had gone to Duryodhan, the Duryodhan, we are all here. I am here with all of these 500-600 saints. Arrange some food for us, some Mahaprasad. And Duryodhan was very cunning. He thought the Pandavas are in the forest. They will not have anything. And Durvasa has come over here. He's very, very famous for giving shrap, right? For giving curse. And if he curses the Pandavas, then victory will be mine. Nobody can do anything to me. The Pandavas will be destroyed and I can live on as king and continue to rule. So Duryodhan thought that this is the right time to play a trick. He told Durvasa Muni that, hey Durvasa Muni, I can prepare the best of the foods for you right now. But I am just thinking about my brothers, the Pandavas, who are suffering so much. And you are such a great Rishi Muni. And you have so many saints that if you go to the Pandavas and you accept food and grain from their house, and if you bless them, maybe their suffering will become less. These were the words he was speaking, but in his mind, he was thinking something totally else. We should always be careful of people who are always talking nice to us. But then their actions and their words are totally different. Where behind us or with us also they're not acting that well. But we should be very careful of those people whose actions and words do not match. So Duryodhan asked, he told Durvasa Muni that I pray that you go to the Pandavas. Durvasa Muni said, yes, that is a good idea. They're suffering so much. Let me go and eat over there. And now Duryodhan knew that they are barely surviving themselves. They barely had any food in the forest. It was evening time. Durvasa Muni and all of the saints went towards the Pandavas. They found where they were staying in the forest, and it was a small hut. Right? It wasn't even a house made of bricks. It was just a very small place. And over there, Durvasa came. And that time, Draupadi and the Pandavas welcomed Durvasa Muni. Durvasa said, I have come here. Please arrange for some food for me and the 600 saints that have sadhus that have come with me. We're going to go and shower in the Ganga, and then we're going to come back. So by that time, please make sure there's some food, bhojan, prasadam ready for us. And the Pandavas, of course, they could not say anything, so they said, yes, Durvasa Muni, sure. And then Durvasa Muni went to shower. And at that time, Draupadi was looking around. She was like, we barely have any food for ourselves. We just ate so little. All of the five husbands ate so little. I ate so little. Now Durvasa Muni has come with 600 people. What will we feed him? And if we decline or if we cannot feed him, he might curse us. Then we might suffer more or we might be destroyed. They began to worry. And at that time, Draupadi began to think of Krishna. And Krishna came. Krishna came and he said, Sakhi, you're looking very upset. What happened, Draupadi? Draupadi was like, Krishna, go away. I cannot tell you anything right now. I'm very frustrated and I need to find some food. I don't have anything. My mind is not working. I cannot think straight. Krishna is like, okay, slow down. Tell me at least what happened. Draupadi says, no. Durvasa Muni is here. He's gone for a shower. He's going to come back and all of them are going to want food and we don't have any food to serve them. So you please go away from here. But Krishna knew that already. He's Antaryami. He knows everything. Krishna says, no, I will not go. She says, look, you might have something somewhere. She's looking. She opens the aate ka dabba, the rice ka dabba, nothing. And then Krishna says, no, look around. Somewhere, some small grain or something must be there. Draupadi says, no, there's nothing. And she looked at one of the pots in which she had just cooked the rice that they ate. And in that there was one small grain of rice left. One small grain. She said, Krishna, look, what can I do with this one small of grain of rice? Krishna put his hand in there and ate it. And as soon as Krishna ate it, he became so satisfied. He said, Sakhi, this is the best grain of rice I've eaten, and this is so filling. But Krishna became full with that rice. So because Krishna became full, all of the sadhus that had gone for a shower to the Ganga for a shower to take a bath, all of them started to feel full immediately. They started to burp as if they had eaten a lot. And Krishna came out after eating that grain of rice and told Duryodhan, go and stand over there with your gada, with your weapon, and welcome all of them. And so Bhim went and stood by the road where they would come out from the Ganga. He was standing with his weapon held on his shoulder. And everyone over there came out. Began to come out and began to feel full. Durvasa Muni himself began to feel so full. He was like, now what do we do? They must be cooking so much food for us. And as soon as they got out of the Ganga, they see that over there, Bhim is standing with his gada, with his weapon. And they knew that if we do not go and eat right now, then Bhim will definitely do something to us. He's standing there. Looks like they have prepared all of the food. So what should they do? Durvasa Muni at that time understood that this is not happening naturally to them, that there is some force behind this. And he came, and as Bhim was welcoming them, all of the saints started running the other way. Durvasad Munis then told Bhim, no, no, don't worry about it today. I will come another time and we will honor the prasadam. For today, you please forgive us and let us go. And everybody began to go the other way. Draupadi, the Pandavas, Bhim, everyone was surprised. What happened? You were just asking for prasadam now. And Krishna was just smiling. Then they realized that Krishna, he ate that one grain of rice and became satisfied. And because of him, all of the sadhus and Durvasa Muni himself present over there became satisfied. That's why when we offer anything to Krishna, not only are the demigods satisfied, but all of our ancestors also receive that blessing and they become satisfied. So for devotees of Krishna, as if they're offering bhog every day, they don't even need to offer during the Shrad or anything else because they are offering Mahaprasad to their ancestors every single day. So that's what we should gain. That yeah, it is Vedas and all the scriptures talk about what we should do to please the demigods. If you please Krishna, the demigods will automatically become pleased. So with that, we'll end here and we'll continue Monday. So before we end, we'll chant together Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Bihari Lal Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Jai Jai Shri Radhe. जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे हरे कृष्ण